If you had 15 minutes to work out, what exercises would you do? I mean, I feel like you guys already know my answer, but do one of the big lifts first, and then you can do an accessory work with it. So squat, deadlift, bench, overhead press, row, one of those, and you will get the best bang for your buck. When it comes to workout, today is bench and shoulder press. I'm going to do bench, obviously flat bench. And then the next one is going to be a dumbbell. Try to start this out, warm up them shoulders a little bit. I bet you guys are confused as to why sometimes I wear glasses and sometimes I don't. And that is because my glasses have very little prescription. And sometimes I just don't like wearing them. There's really nothing. It's right there with me. Try to warm up these shoulders. You should definitely not warm up with what you're going to work out with, but I'm a wild child and don't feel like taking the weights off. Ooh. Uh-oh. It's telling me that everything gonna be alright. I just watched a video where they were talking about a study as to how much volume you need to build muscle. And I think it's something crazy like 2 to 4 sets a week is like the minimum. So like if you did 2 hard sets a week of like every exercise, you could build an amazing physique just that way. Build muscle. And obviously diet has to come into play too, because if you're in the calorie deficit, you're not going to be able to build as much muscle as if you were in a calorie surplus. But I am going to take off this other 45 so I don't blow my shoulder out. But how crazy of a stat is that? I think people get in their head about a lot of stuff when it comes to lifting. Like they think if they can't have a hour-long super intense workout, then they're not getting anything. And science has shown that that's just not true. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I had that 245 on there, right off rip, that would have been all bad. I am trying to hurry up a little bit because yesterday I was supposed to take my son to the park and I forgot I had a Teams meeting for school, so I didn't get to take him. And I'm trying to take him. All right. Let's get some work. You abusing me. All right. All right, guys. 4 sets. All right. Well, today. I'm just gonna stay there. I mean, if we can get 8 every single time, that's not too bad. But I talked about this in the last video, is that like all these people want to do these crazy lunge, curl, press, and all those things have value, but you're better off getting really good at doing a lunge than to start there and be like, this is the thing I'm going to do. I think a lot of times people want that answer when they say, like, what if I have 15 minutes, what do I do? They want like a huge circuit. And like, at that point, you're just doing cardio. Just go run for 15 minutes. If you want the benefits of strength training, you still have to do the breaks. A lot of people don't understand that the adaptation comes from the rest, right? Like lifting will stimulate it, send the signal, but to build, you have to eat the right amount for your body and get enough rest for your body to recover itself. And listen to the right music, duh, obviously. All right. Let's see if I can hopefully I can get 8 reps again. I feel like that's probably the perfect spot to be at. Pushing myself, but still getting up there in reps. And I think it's like 20 pounds heavier than last week, so. All right. Well, we got 8 again. That's a W. Think we get 3 sets of 8? Goodness. I think if you enjoy going to the gym every single day and you're trying to balance that home and family life, home and gym life, something like this program where you do 2 exercises every single day, it's probably the best for you, because you can go every single day and you're not in there for an hour and a half. Depending on how far you live, you might be driving more than you are at home or more than you are in the gym. All right, set number 3. I think finding that home gym balance is probably the biggest thing, especially for parents. A lot of parents use the excuse of having kids not being able to work out. But you don't have to always go to a gym to work out. You can go walk up a hill, push-ups, squats. And if you don't have enough time while your kids are young, using those body weight exercises, buying some bands. These bands are like $20. And I promise you can get a hell of a workout with the bands. You can do everything you can do with with weights that you can, and you can do it with bands. Arguably, you can do it more with bands. All right, set number trace. This shirt is a tall, but it is still shorter than the other shirts. I don't understand it. All right, we got 7 on that one. All right, I think the goal for this one is 8 again. Realistically, what are we going to get? Probably 5. Then we're going to work on hit on the shoulders. My hamstring feels a little bit less sore today, but it's still a little bit sore. I honestly, so I was talking to Caitlin. I was talking to Caitlin when I got home, or when she got home yesterday, and I think what it was at 4:30, 4:45 when I went to play the rec league game, I had started stretching. At 5 o'clock, they didn't show up. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go play basketball at the other place. So when I went to go play at the other place, I did like a bullshit stretch, which was over an hour and a half later. I don't think I stretched enough. So, the life of being an old guy. Would you still love me? Would you still hug me? Mentally. All right. Let's get it. All right. All right. 7 is not the worst. God, doubtless some women come frequently. Flight mileage. Just gotta adjust the cameras. Stop. Wait a minute. All right. So we got 3 sets of shoulder press. I want to see what it do. We're gonna go 40s. You gotta see the big belly. She's 5'2", but I want you. One of the biggest things as well, along with trying to figure out when to work out, what workouts to do, is how to just stay consistent. And to be honest, there's no magic formula. I think putting yourself out there and doing it is probably the easiest way to stay consistent. Obviously, novelty helps. So finding a way to gamify something like will help you stay consistent like tenfold. So that's why practicing the movement, trying to get good at the movement will help you, because you're not necessarily worried about the weight. You're worried about how this is moving. And then changing the workouts every 4 to 6 weeks will help you, because that gives you something new to learn, gives you something new to strive for. A lot of people take the phrase muscle confusion completely wrong, right? They think that every time I go into the gym, I have to do something completely different, and it can never be the same or whatever. And that's just, again, like we were talking about yesterday, the fundamentals, right? Like, yeah, can you lunge, curl, press? But can you do a lunge perfect? Can you do a curl perfect? Can you do a strict press perfect? Until you're able to do all those things, then why would you put it all together? That doesn't make any sense. You should be able to be proficient at this part, then move on to this part, then move on to this part, and then every now and again throw it in there as one thing. That's my random 2 cents on there. And I know for a fact I don't do everything absolutely perfect. And I know sometimes I go much heavier than I should. That's all a part of the process. Trial and error. Regressing back whenever you realize that you're doing something wrong to get it, maybe even body weight. Maybe you have to regress all the way down to squatting with 35s on each side when you're used to squatting with 2 45s on each side. A lot of people don't understand that. Hi, Luna. Hi, Shadow. Just dogs galore. We got the last set here. I hate when my belly shows. That's why I hate wearing these shirts. So I just lift up and it's just belly. Especially something like this for both my shoulders. It's over with. You got your boy hyped. I'm going to hit 50s now. I'm going to hit 50s. Because I'm fat. Fat boy 50s. And we'll do a split stance. 6, 7. Was that too ambitious? Probably. Was I feeling some type of way because I called myself fat? Absolutely. I love myself and I don't want me to be this big. All right, guys. That is the workout. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you want to live long, you gotta be strong, baby.